Welcome to my new haircut. Just got it did. Pre-check post-check shows that there was a change. I'm expressing my hair differently and experiencing life because of that change. I know, a little bit too early maybe for some chiropractic philosophy, but you know what? Deal with it. So, the path is more important than the destination. I'm fully convinced that the destination we have in life is already set. Where we're going to end up is already set. It may not be every fine detail is set, but the final destination is pretty much determined for us. And that's what we need to spend our life figuring out is what is that destination? How do we get there? And the path we take, I think, is even more important than the destination. Um, how we go about determining the path we take shows a lot about us. As you can read in the notes below, it tells a lot about us and the path we take and how we go about taking the path. Um, it expresses our identity. And the people that we allow to go with us or the people we eagerly take with us shows us who we actually are influenced by and who influences us. And that shows a huge part of who we are and what we value. There's two parts. There's this part of us that needs to stay on the path, no matter what challenges come upon us. And there are parts of the path where we're going to see side paths, we're going to see rabbit paths, we're going to see nice paved roads. And it's like, wow, I could take that path because I know it leads to the same destination. But again, it's not the destination that's important. The path that we're on is important. So we need to stick to our path when it's appropriate. But we also need to be aware when that path, our pathway, our trajectory, our trip needs to change paths. And that shows a sensitivity to our counsel, that shows sensitivity and wisdom, in listening to a preponderance of evidence and circumstances. It shows an ability to be vulnerable to wisdom, to be vulnerable to um, the spirit, to be vulnerable to new information, to be aware that just because I'm on this path doesn't mean I know the path all the way to the end. So we constantly have to be evaluating where we are every moment of every day, especially when these crossroads come up. Um, I only talk about this because I'm going through one right now. I've been challenged to do something very hard. I've been challenged to do something very big. Been challenged to do something that will change my lifestyle and change the lifestyle of those around me. It won't impact business much. It won't impact those kinds of things, but it will definitely change how we go about doing those things. And it's all for the good. No matter what comes of it, the challenge is good. And that's the whole point of this is these challenges at these crossroads have to be met with a sense of excitement and eager anticipation. Um, Sometimes being on the path that you know you're supposed to be on be a little bit drudgery. It can be very boring. It can, if you don't do it right, it can just sap you and you get into a rut of just not even being aware of the sights to behold. I think of a hiker on the trail that, he's lived in the Rockies his entire life and he's, trekked this one trail back and forth to, his grandma's house, thousands of times. And he's done it so much and so often and so frequently, he doesn't even look to see the majesty of the mountains on his right and the valley on his left. He doesn't even recognize the sunrise and the sunset because it's just common to him. And sometimes it takes a tree across their path. It takes being scared by a flock of birds that goes right by your head. It takes slipping, takes a thunderstorm. It takes something out of the ordinary to wake us up to the majesty and grandeur of what we have on a daily basis. So sometimes these challenges are good. In fact, oftentimes they are because they make us reevaluate. Sometimes we have to stay on the path wrong because it's the right path for us at that time. Sometimes we need to change the path, and that's okay too. Again, the destination is where we're headed. The destination is where we're going to end up. We get to choose the path sometimes, and we need to make sure we stay on it. One of the things that I firmly believe and hold to be true is no matter what instrument, no matter what thing you're working on, a motorcycle, a guitar, a computer, a person, if the components aren't connected and communicating correctly with each other, none of this higher level stuff of expressing your personality and expressing your identity and um, uh, finding out who your tribe is and all the other stuff that I've written here, none of that really can happen if you've got your core physiology messed up. And that's where chiropractic comes in. When you are set and you are functioning at 100% of what's possible, and the nervous system is chugging on all 5 billion cylinders with no interference, fully expressing what the intention is at that moment, at that time, for that reason, in that setting, in that context. It's amazing what you can see. It's amazing what you become aware of. It's amazing that you can even be on the same path that 2500th time and still be in awe of the mountains and the valley. But it takes a clear connection. When you get inundated with this, that, and the other, you start getting cloudy vision, and that's not good. So that's my ramble for today, and I look forward to seeing you. May of 2022, I don't have any planned days off. So I have no conferences that will take me away from the office. I have a few things to do around the state, but that won't interfere with my office hours. So look forward to that. June, we have a couple. July, we have one. August, we have a couple. October, we have a couple. November, and then, obviously it's December, Christmas time, and it's ready for next year. Sorry to wake you up to that. Anyway, this weekend's Mother Day. If you don't know that, make sure you thank your mother for being part of bringing you into the world and all she's done for you, even to this day. If you've lost your mother, my heart breaks for you. I don't have that experience, and I don't look forward to it. But my heart breaks for you regardless. Celebrate good memories. Celebrate who you are because of your mom. All right. I'm going to sign off and go do some other work today. Love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.